Hello everybody and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is day 392 here on Game A Dayer. My name is Step and today it is a Sunday, which of course means it is a Sunday story time. And today for Game A Dayer we are going to be playing Karakara. It is the sound of aridity. It is the sound of dry asphalt and sandy winds. It is the sound of relentless sunshine, as well as the sound of a withering race. That doesn't sound happy. This game has overwhelmingly positive reviews, though, and is available on Steam for 50% off right now. Week-long deal. Ends in 25 hours? So, apparently just tomorrow. So if you're watching this today, you can go and pick that up, 50% off. Normally $10.99. So if you want a copy, now's the time to get it. But first, why not join us while we play it? Calme. That's nice. Alright, configure. Ooh. Full screen, yes. UI, English. Main text language, English. Bilingual display, yes. Sure. Voices. So apparently there's going to be voices. Okay then. Well, if we're going to hear voices, that's fine. I'll just start a new game. I may get to sit back and enjoy the ride with you. The air is still dry today. It was like that yesterday, the day before, and probably even long before I was born. The air in this land is always dry. My skin feels as crinkled as the aluminum foil used to wrap chocolates, and my eyes are coarse and scratchy, like grit-covered baseballs. Ouch. Every part of my body can be described as dry in some way. From my heart following suit is drying out as well. The heat from the scorching sunlight beats down on the air around us, as if trying to fry us to the core. Everything is dry. Not a thing is spared. How depressing. Indeed, not a single thing. The morning sun lights up the kitchen. This is nice music. I stand in the kitchen holding a spatula, listening to the girl before me read from a note in her hand. 4 set meals as and 10 set A's. 4 set meal A's and 10 set meal B's. Oh, this must be a restaurant. The girl's name is Lucia. She is our only employee. Gotcha, hun. The number of set meal A's are sure dropped quickly. You put mushrooms in set meal A last week, right? Yeah. There's your problem. A guy's feedback was basically, we ain't eating no clumps of fungus. Oh man, everybody should give mushrooms another try. Mushrooms are amazing. Seriously? What are they, 5 years old? Exactly. Only, like, babies don't like mushrooms. And if you have a problem with me saying that, leave a comment. The customer's always right, remember. From now on, make sure you cut up any mushrooms so you can't tell what they are. Treat your customers like babies. But we're still putting them in, huh? Okay, next. Ostetler Hospital. 5 set meals, and they're all A. The set B's finally gone, huh? I guess Dr. David went back to the other town? You got it. The old ladies from the hospital were all like, no, please don't go. They even had the confetti ready. I see. I hope they're not too sad about it. No, they're fine. Apparently, they're already infatuated with the new doctor. It's business as usual at the fan club, but they've got a new name. Women are tough creatures, terrifyingly so. Can you please not look at me when you say that? In any case, that's it for the order, right? I'll start making it. I take the order slip from Lucia and put it in the clip in front of me. I put the ground meat in I'd prepared earlier in the... Here's some I'd prepared earlier. I put the ground meat I'd prepared earlier in the frying pan, and a savory aroma fills the kitchen. Yum. Phew, finally done. As I finish fitting the coleslaw into small containers, I let out a sigh of relief. It was pretty busy today, wasn't it? It's one thing to just make the food, but there's also the deliveries afterward. Don't start complaining about that. There's no way we can keep ourselves fed with just the profits from the store itself. Yeah. I stretch slowly and look up toward the ceiling. I had always thought it would be a long time before I saw a store like this. Even now, I still feel a little out of place. Hey. About the thing we were talking about. How did it go afterward? Well, I did put out some ads. By which you mean the posters on our store that nobody comes to. The newspaper ads that nobody reads, and the radio commercials that nobody listens to. Why'd you even ask then? Yeah. I can't believe it. I thought you had some other ideas in mind. Nobody's going to come with just those, I'm telling you. You don't know that. No, they won't. In response to my rebuttal, Lucia comes right up close to me. Look, listen here, Leon. Do you have any idea how long you've been saying things like, "You don't know that, and it'll probably be okay, but I need to tell you the exact number." Do I need to tell you the exact number of days, or should I just buy you a calendar? I like her. Personally, I'm fine with it. I can handle it even if it's busy. But you get stressed out and end up working too hard. You get sick easily too. In any case, you have to start thinking about this seriously for your own sake. You know what? I'm just going to turn my sound down a little bit because I'm having trouble reading over. Oh geez. This is going to be one of those never-ending ones. As soon as a gap appears in Lucia's words, I cut her off. Okay, I get it. I'll think about it. I pick up my bag and spring to my feet. Hey, what do you know? It's time to do deliveries. I'm heading out then. What? Hey, oh, you little... I drive northward on National Highway 65. This is us. This is a very cute character. There are barely any cars in the southbound lane. The only thing following me is the sun, pelting me relentlessly with its rays. The DJ's voice flows over the radio. And now it's time. And now it's time for the help wanted ads for Sagami Francisco. Al Diner in 2635 Zaman region is currently hiring. Please contact the store directly for details. Next up, today's missing persons. That was our ad. I turn off the radio after hearing that. Well, at least they're airing what we paid for. After all, we paid for that with an entire meal. They'd better air it. I say that, but even I'm not certain how much of an effect this will have. If anybody's going to show up, it'd be really nice if they'd get a move on. It's not that I don't understand Lucia's concern. If we keep it at it like this, both of us will keel over from overworking ourselves. If that happens, we'll have to close the store as well. While we have a decent amount of savings, we have a critical lack of human resources. Okay, so it's a successful business. From the sound of that, they're working too hard, and they need to be able to pay someone. So that's... Or they can pay someone, they just need the someone. That's not a terrible problem to have. There used to be so many people around, too, even here. I murmur those words to myself as I regret the rubble scattered about the road. Regard the rubble? What happened? Dust billows from the desiccated surface of the land, painting the view in front of the car in a cloud of white. Sagami Francisco. Well, I think that's all of it. The deliveries are done. As Lucia rightfully predicted, I got an earful at the coal mine about the mushrooms, and I was harassed by the old ladies at the hospital waiting for the arrival of the new doctor. She's got quite the intelligence network. That, or she's turning into a gossip-loving housewife. Both are possible. Okay. I bought the sausages, and I bought the butter. Other than those, as I double-check my notes, I feel an unexpected tap on my shoulder. That's... okay, so this is the first thing that's really taking me out, if anything. This is impossible. Just saying. Yo, working hard, laborer? I turn around to discover a young lady in a police uniform that might be a tad too small for her. You think? She grins as she looks at me. Yes, I am. That's what laborers do by definition. Following my literal response to her quip, something comes to mind, and I voice it. What's going on? I'm pretty sure this isn't your usual patrol route. We received reports of a young boy who purchased a large amount of sausages. Is that supposed to be a crime? Don't you think there's something terribly immoral about a young boy making off with a mountain of sausages? Are the police really that bored these days? It's better than the alternative, right? This young lady is Cullen. She works as a police woman in this area. We've been good friends for a long time, but her tendency to harass people can get a little annoying at times. Today, of course, seems to be one of those annoying days. Right, the peace is being kept. Anyway, I have to get back and prepare some stuff this evening, so I'll be heading off now. With that, I turn to leave, only to be stopped by Colin stepping in front of me. A little cold towards you, big sis, aren't we? Since when did you become my sister? For anyone who doesn't know, that's sort of a, like, big brother, big sister can be the, Okay, sorry about that little jog. There was a thing going on that I had to be a part of. So yeah, big sister is like, you know, trust me, I'm older than you kind of thing. Just whatever. Not by blood, sure, but we're connected through mind and spirit, right? All right. How about we say you're my virtual sister? Ew, no. Something like that sounds... That sounds like something you'd find in a sketchy store somewhere. Not the most productive conversation, but... Oh, right. Almost forgot about why I'm here in the first place. Was it busy at your store today? It's not like you don't know how our store is once it's past noon. True. I'll head over in the evening then. We'll talk there. What's it about? Yeah, I can't tell you. That's a surprise for later. Why did she go cat mode there? Also, these ears, it's like forest spirit, kind of like deer ears or something. Or, so I think it's like a forest spirity thing. I ignore her, resisting the urge to comment. It would make things worse. Alright. Back we go. Oh, that's the outside of the store. That's a cool looking shop. That's really cool, actually. I'm back. I stop the car and take a look at the outside of the diner. The walls and roof are a little sooty, further bringing out the white sections. I should probably repaint this at some point. Thinking on it, I realized that ever since I suddenly took over this diner, I have never bothered with the outside appearance. That could be why you're having trouble getting customers in the door. After all, the regular deliveries alone have been enough to make ends meet. In fact, these days, more customers coming would be a problem. Yeah, the repaint can wait. Scratching my head, I enter the store. So they have, maybe they're the only diner left. They have, customers. It's just... A ghost? What? Come on, Lucia. You don't need to get that worked up about it. But, like... It's just a rumor for now. I'm not telling you to start building a bunker right this minute. Oh, ghost is some sort of... must be whatever happened before. But the news that Cullen brought was scarier than I'd imagined. Anyway, that's my job. I've got to deal with these half-truth, half-nonsense scenarios. That's what keeps food on my table. Even within the police, Cullen's work is particularly wide-ranging. It begins with research into how this current world of ours came to be, and trying to make use of that knowledge. Huh. And extends into investigating things like the occult rumors we are discussing right now. She never stops cracking stupid jokes when you meet her, but she is dead serious when it comes to her work. So now that I'm noticing the tail here, I guess they're supposed to be cat ears? Catgirls? It's cute, anyway. Point is, don't fret. But it never hurts to be careful. Cullen raised a beer mug in her hand, downs it in one sip, and continues. As I'm sure you're aware, this world we live in is mostly devoid of people, not to mention, in the process of trying to survive, our trial and error methods have led to ears like these. Oh, so they're originally humans, they're not a separate species. Humans are the ones that are dying out. Interesting. As she talks, she strokes the soft, furry ears on both sides of her head. Who did this to our world? With most of our literature and documents lost to us, rumor of the others ran amok. And one of those rumors happens to be the whole ghost thing I just mentioned. Lucia shudders at those words. Apparently, night after night, it appears here and there, dragging a bloody coffin behind it and muttering to itself. Wow, that's like a textbook definition of a ghost. Right? Whoever came up with it sure did their homework. Here's the thing. According to the guy at Customs, there are reported sightings of the ghost even outside of town. Outside the town? That's right. Who knows? Maybe it's hungry and coming to this store right now. Maybe it's right here. You're mean. With literally the worst timing possible, the wind shakes the door. The wind's pretty strong today. It's setting the door off. Aw, Leon's no fun. How come you're not scared? I'm not a kid anymore, Cullen. You used to wet yourself at free time I told scary stories, too. Can we please not talk about that? Oh, poor Lucia. I look in Lucia's direction and find her still trembling, probably from fear. Are you okay, Lucia? No, I'm not. Jeez. My bad, my bad. I probably went too far. Let's stop here for today. As she says that, Cullen stretches herself out on the store sofa. In order to avoid drunk driving, on the days she drinks, Cullen always sobers up here before going home. Cullen? Hmm? You're sure that we don't have to worry about it right now? Yeah, of course. I wouldn't joke about it otherwise. Okay. Lucia gives a short nod. I think I'll go to bed. Sure. Good night. With that, she disappears into the back of the store. What about you, Leon? Not going to sleep yet? I still need to prepare stuff for tomorrow. I see. A rare gentleness melts across Cullen's expression. Say, Leon, you know... It's okay. I'm not straining myself. Lucia's really helpful too. I'm fine. Realizing what Cullen is about to say, I preemptively answer her. Ah, I see. Alright then. Cullen does not pry any deeper, and the conversation ends there. Good night then. Good night. With Cullen also asleep, I head to the living room on the second floor to deal with the ledger. Looks like we've somehow managed for this month as well. With the boxed lunch deliveries providing a steady stream of income, our finances have finally stabilized. The relief that watches over me quickly turns into fatigue. As I stretch, my mind turns to the issue of employees. Lucia is working very hard right now and doing a perfect job of it. However, for a certain reason, she can't be in the kitchen, so she has no choice but to work the tables as a waitress. Wait, she can't be in the kitchen? So he's doing all of the cooking and the deliveries. Yeah, I can see how that would be overworking. If only there was one more person. I decide to redouble my hiring efforts next month. That way, Lucia will worry less, too. On a whim, I look up. Lucia is standing there, clearly nervous. Lucia, what's wrong? No answer. Are you a ghost? Though I have a pretty good idea what she wants to say. Can't sleep? She nods. I guess I'm right. It's okay. I'm done with the bookkeeping. Come over. I clear away the things on my lap and gently pat it. Oh. Lucia gradually makes her way toward me, as prompted. Sits in my lap. I did try, you know, sleeping by myself. But the wind's so loud, you know what I mean, right? The wind, it brings so many different noises with it. So it makes me imagine things, and I get scared. I know. Seeing that Lucia is finished explaining, I quietly reach for her head. Pet the kitty girl. As if combing through her soft hair, I gently move my hand back and forth. Presumably comforted, Lucia leans her body towards me. The warm weight of her body pushes against me, sending a gentle wave of relaxation through mine. Just as she finds comfort in me, I also find comfort in her. Cullen said not to worry, too. It'll be okay. I know, but it's still a little scary. Should beat up that police officer. We'll make sure we lock the windows up tight at night. It's not like it'll break down the door to get in. How can you be sure of that? Well, would you rather stay with me the whole time? A jolt runs through Lucia's body. You know, I really do like you a lot, Leon, but... I know, but not in that way, right? Yeah. I'm fine with that, really. If that's what you want, then that's how we'll be. It's good to talk about these things, because they have what looks like a real, like, sibling-ish relationship, where, or friends, you know, they're friends. They can snuggle. Snuggling, people should be more comfortable snuggling with their friends. It would be a lot better for people to have more opportunities to get that physical connection. It's not as if... Huh? No, it's nothing. Thanks, I feel better. Lucia slips off my lap. We have to get up early tomorrow, so I'm going to sleep, for real this time. Good night. Sure, good night. Slowly, her slippers tapping on the floor with each step, Lucia makes her way to her bedroom. She'll probably be able to sleep this time. That's nice. Nothing's ever easy, is it? That store, is it open right now? What? Those were the first words she ever said to me. I heard them from behind as I was putting out the signboard. When I turned around, a girl with blue hair was standing before me. This is a diner, right? Yeah, we're open. We are. Open, I mean. Mom and Dad are inside, so you can order here. Oh. That hit me like a maxi bus. I see. Yeah, I guess you're not working here. You're clearly a kid after all. It took an effort of will not to point out that she looked even younger than I did. I'm just helping out. What about you? I was wondering if I could work here. I saw the help wanted ad. Oh, for the part-timer. I'll let my dad know then. What's your name?
Lucia Haynes.
Lucia Haynes, eh? Did you come by yourself, Lucia? I did. What about it? I see. I guess in that case, starting today, you won't be by yourself anymore. Huh? Right. I'm Leon Laird. Leon Laird. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Leon. First meetings. Isn't that lovely? It's been 4 years since then. Those two, who at the time were just helper and part-timer, are now the diner's owner and sole employee. We talk about a lot more than we did back then, and we know a lot more too. However, the distance between us has barely changed since then. We're both afraid it might all shatter and come crashing down on us if we get any closer to each other. Don't want to spoil the friendship, right? The next day, the skies are even clearer than before. The sun is so bright. Why is there this big cloud in the sky then? The sun is so bright it is hard to see ahead without using a visor. How's the driving? We have to discuss an advance order with some regulars today, so Lucia is coming along. It's fine. The sun's working real hard today, though. It should be better when we're coming back in the opposite direction. You just have to deal with it for a little bit longer. Speeding down the straight stretch of highway at almost 100 miles per hour, the trip takes 30 minutes. So, it's 50 miles away then. During that time, the car is one hell of an oven. On that note, has anything happened with the hiring thing? Nope, I was thinking I'd try a new method today. A new method? Print a bunch of leaflets and hand them out too, maybe. Or stick them on job hunt billboards. It's a bit costly, but probably a good thing to do. Huh. Isn't that why you came along? Ah, right, that's true. Lucia nods in agreement. It's pretty extraordinary seeing this much initiative in you, Leo. What do you mean, extraordinary? Come on, it's a good thing. I'm praising you. Now, if only you'd read the daily work reports, then it'd be perfect. Huh? You're still posting those? Of course I am. I'm keeping track of attendance, too. The things are basically there only in name, so I never bothered to check. At this rate, though, Lucia might know more about the store than I do. Sagami Francisco. Interesting. Alright, that's it for the deliveries. It went pretty well today. There were no hiccups along the way, so we are done with over 30 minutes to spare. Yeah, we can take it easy on the way back. It's nice to drive safely from time to time. I wish you'd do it all the time. You always drive too quickly. Yeah. I drive back along the highway at a much more deliberate pace than usual. It's a lot easier to see your surroundings at this speed. Yeah. Of course, the only piece of scenery that we get to enjoy are like fragments of flat tires by the roadside and clumps of withered weeds. There's not even a single flower growing in this arid place. Suddenly, Lucia raises her voice. Over there, there's a flower blooming, a red one. Huh? Doubtful, I look in the direction in which she's pointing. Indeed, at the roadside, a bit further down, a lone red object enters my vision. You're right! Something's there. I don't think it's a flower, though. What could it be, then? Beats me. Blood. I swallow the word as it reaches my throat. There's no point in scaring Lucia with something like that. Maybe someone put up a signpost or something. We'll know when we get closer. The car continues in a straight line, drawing closer and closer to the red thing. Eventually, its form becomes clear enough for us to recognize its identity. Suggestively posed. As it turns out, the red thing is a big suitcase. That's not really walking attire. Its crimson coloring shines brightly in the sunlight. Lying down on top of it is a young girl. Her hair is pink and gentle. Her body looks soft. She's so cute. Yeah. She's so cute, we can't help but comment. The ears that protrude from her hair have a soft bend to them, hanging down from her head. So is everyone a cat person, except for, Dudicus? Her eerie white skin is striking, mismatched against the palette of summer. This is the ghost carrying the coffin. Is she alive? The response comes as if it were waiting for Lucia to ask the question. Mysterious girl. Our attention is promptly directed to her sleeping sounds. Well, it's good that she's alive. What should we do? Don't ask me. Well, we can't just leave her like this. She'll end up dried out like a mummy. Oh, little mummy. That's not cute at all. Mummies are not cute. Anyway, should we wake her up? Yeah. Being the same gender, Lucia tries first. Hello, you can't be sleeping here. You'll turn into a little mummy. Hello? That's cute. Lucia seems to have adopted the little mummy thing. A few moments after being shaken, the girl slowly opens her eyes. Wow. Whoa. The girl wakes up with a start. Everyone wakes up with a start in fiction. It's always just like, gasp. The girl wakes up with a start. Her startled cry ends up surprising us as well. Not at all concerned with how she just made us jump, the girl blinks a few times. How surprising! Big surprise! I would never have thought someone would come by this road. The fortune was dead wrong. The fortune, you see, comes from the fortune telling they were doing on the radio in town. They said that the person you wait for will not come. Now, who might you two be? Are you Border Patrol officers? Police officers, perhaps? No. Such spectacular situations simply do not happen. Oh, don't tell me. Are the two of you bad people? Am I going to be taken away? Yes, I'm listening. By the way, I must say, though, I have some curves here and there, making me do things that definitely feels criminal. Honestly, with my baby face, it would probably be better to abandon the idea entirely. Wow. Stop talking for a minute. Ow. Seeing no end to her rambling, I softly hit her on the head. Why would you do that? Don't be a jerk. Ugh, I don't know where to start. But we're not Border Patrol and we're not police, and we're definitely not bad people, last I checked anyway. Oh, how reassuring then. Might I inquire as to what you are... We're from the diner down the road. We went into town today to buy and deliver things. We're on our way back there now. Oh, dear. It must have been a long day for the two of you. The girl, who is currently sprawled out across her suitcase, offers us words of comfort. This situation simply defies description. Okay, I'm going to keep this short. Basically, if you keep sleeping in this heat, you're going to get dehydrated and have a heat stroke. You should probably move somewhere else. Ah, right, of course. As if she just realized that fact, the girl gets up from her suitcase. Alright, I've gotten up. What should I do now? If you're not here to do anything in particular, you could get in the car with us. We can at least take you somewhere cooler. The girl immediately breaks into a smile. Somewhere cooler? That sounds most delightful. Please, do take me there. In a matter of seconds, the girl agrees to my proposal. This girl would stand no chance if she ran into actual kidnappers. Lucia mumbles in disbelief. Well, that's why we're bringing her with us. Yeah, I'd be worried if we left her here. Alright, let's go. That's adorably awkward. With a grunt of effort, the girl straightens her heavy-looking suitcase and pulls it along with her. By the way, we don't even know your name yet. What should we call you? The girl smiles. Right. I'm Aisia. Aisia Mayfield. Aisia, huh? I'm Leon, and this girl's Lucia. Nice to meet you.
Leon, Lucia ですね。よろしくです。
Delighted to meet you. Alright, so back in the car. Back in the restaurant. Om nom nom. So, there may be a drought, but like that looks like soup, so they have to have water, and vegetables don't grow with no water. So... This is delicious, absolutely delicious. Slow down, you're going to choke. Here, have some water. Ah, water, see? Arigatou gozaimasu. Op, op, op. Ah, I'm in heaven. Your heaven isn't very hard to reach, is it? Isn't that the dream? Eating delicious food in a room with a comfortable temperature is the happiest thing in the world. That would have sounded more convincing if you didn't say it with some clam chowder stuck to your mouth. Oh gosh, where? Here, I'll get it for you. Hold still. That hand is way too small. This is the first time the art has really... anyway. Lucia takes out her handkerchief and wipes the side of Aisia's mouth. When they do things like that, it looks like the two of them are sisters. Aisia gives her thanks with a big smile on her face. She seems like a very smiley, pleasant girl. Okay, let's sum up what you just said. Oh boy. It's going to be a while before I get used to this girl. So, you used to live in Japlondo, but then you came to this continent looking for work. After that, you managed to reach the port of Sagami Francisco, but you have no idea where to go, so you just wandered around randomly? As you wandered, you ended up walking onto the highway, and everything was nice and warm, so you fell asleep on the side of the road. Wow. Both of us let out a sigh, astonished at how spontaneous the girl is. Were it a vacation, it would be more understandable, but a job hunt probably warrants some more planning. Honestly, I'm not sure whether that fact that she ended up boarding a ship in the process is a display of courage or sheer lunacy. But it's a good thing I ran into two of you. Aisia quickly stands up and turns toward us. Thank you very much. She lowers her head in a deep bow. You don't need to thank us. More importantly, are you going to head back to town now? Yes, back to town and back to the drawing board. Drawing board indeed. At this rate, though, it is doubtful whether the new plan will be any better. Right, let's head out once we clean everything up. Can you mind the store, Lucia? Sure. Lucia cleans up the utensils Aisia was using and walks off to the sink. While watching her, Aisia softly opens her mouth. Would you two be the ones running this diner? Yeah, I'm in the kitchen and she works the tables. Would the two of you be husband and wife? But, no, of course not. I'm the owner here and Lucia is a live-in employee. I struggle to maintain my composure with the curveball she's thrown at me. I guess it is reasonable for her to think that in this situation, though? Is that so? Aisia's gaze wanders all over the store, then suddenly fixates on me. Yes? Startled by her sudden outburst, I end up replying very formally. When I was coming into the store, I saw a poster. Yeah, the hiring ad. Wait, you mean... Asia grins and nods.
私もここで働かせていただけませんか？
May I be allowed to work here as well, as a live-in if possible? Asia asks that with a loud and cheerful voice. And of course Lucia heard. Lucia stumbles in from the back of the store.
そんな急に言われても
That's so sudden. We have to do interviews and everything. Plus, what do you mean by live-in? Well,
家がないからです。
that would be because I have no home.
それは
But that's
その
something
町の方
we
へ
should
行
go
っ
to
て
town
不動
for.
産屋を巡るとかいろいろ
Look around for real estate agencies and stuff. Lucia looks to me with a troubled expression.
レオンどうするのその
What do we do?
これ
This is... Well, what else is there to do? I mean, we were looking to hire someone, so this is pretty good timing, right?
従業員はともかくとして
Employing her is one thing, but living here? I mean, she's got nowhere to stay. What else can she do? She can have my bed. I'll sleep in the living room. Fine, but what about interviews? She's obviously not a bad person. What more do we need to know? Whether she's competent?
それじゃ面接も合格なんですか？
Wow, would this mean I passed the interview? But...
もう
Stupid
レオン
Leon.
のバカ
Traditional, don't communicate properly Japanese things. Seemingly at a loss for words, Lucia runs off to the kitchen after uttering that final remark.
あれ
Oh, was Lucia angry about something? Nah, it doesn't concern you. Don't worry about it. I see. Well, I am sure that Lucia has plenty of opinions about this. With things as they are now, there is not much more that she can say. Above all else, our most pressing concern is the lack of manpower, and solving that problem requires men, or in this case, a woman. So the process was sort of messed up, but it's good to have you on board.
どうぞよろ
Yes,
しくお
I
願
will
いしま
certainly
す
try my best, boss. Boss is sort of, you know, calling me by my name is fine.
わかりました
Understood,
じゃあレオンさんよろしくお願いし
Mr.
ます
Leon. I'll try my best. Leon-san. Mr. is sort of weird too. Let's drop that as well.
はいレオンよろしくお願いします
I'll do my best. Aisia cheerfully responds, bowing so vigorously I half expect her to hear her spine snap. Grr. Oh. The air is still dry today. It was like that yesterday, the day before, and probably even long before I was born. The air in this land is always dry. The age when there was moisture in the world has passed, gone like the wind that blows in the distance. It is now an age when people are slowly beginning to resign themselves to rest. No, go back. How do I back? Can I... To the west of the continent, in a small diner, our grand little story begins. That was all the intro? Huh. It was like a 40-minute intro. Karakara. Colin Lancaster. Well, that was lovely. Episode 1, Blue Hazy Days. Episode 1, eh? This looks like it could be a very deep game. But wow, click to enter comment. This is really well put together. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for Game of Day today. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was only the beginning. I certainly enjoyed what I saw of this game. I'd love to play more. If you would like to see more, then all you need to do is give this video some love and have your family, friends, pets, and loved ones all do the same. Because as you know, the first video on this channel to get 100 likes will get that game a full playthrough as a bonus video for the channel, or possibly series of bonus videos. So if you want to see make that game Karakara, then please give this video some love and share it with your friends. If you have anything to say about this video or this game or other games like it, please leave a comment below. I love getting comments and I do respond, so I would love to have a conversation with you about games and gaming and whatever. So just keep it, I don't know, polite. Let's have a respectful discourse. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every single day. Again, my name is Step. We have been playing Karakara here today on this Sunday Storytime. Thanks so much for joining me, and please come back tomorrow, when we'll be playing something for Mobile Monday. Thanks, everybody.